Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. In motion, left Shepard. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. The tight end Olsen in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 28. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. A swing pass caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as your defensive coach.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? they usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all three of those positions.
Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Wilson. A quick hitter complete. It's Richardson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's John Ryan now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Flushed out right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, here's Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go read option with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, 28 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. It's Newton. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. In motion left is Baldwin. On 2nd down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, around the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They go read option with Wilson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And Gano's kick is right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Rawls. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
From the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He finds his running back, Rawls. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot to hold it a second. I can't throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Newton to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second and 10, Newton again. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On second down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Now Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
And the tight end Dixon left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Carolina first down. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Third and long, it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran wrong.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Russell Shepard, 63 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short. In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, they're going to take him down, and this time it gets him a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Throwing here, Newton. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Shepard. Shifts free at the 15. 23 yards on the play. So they're operating in the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Taylor on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. On play action, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's Taylor, escaping the pressure right. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now Taylor to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
the gun, it's Taylor. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll begin here with Blunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now Wentz on third down. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Play action. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business. And
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Give him 30 yards there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Taylor caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Benjamin's got it. Now the ball comes loose. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Ohio.
Here's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 2-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go.
2nd down, the ball on the 2 here. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Here we go. 38.
Now Taylor. This one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big... Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 39 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. First and 10, it's Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Taylor will throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio.
Taylor will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. And Jones has it over the middle. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason they're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 8 yards into completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 64 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. It's complete on a bubble screen. That's Jones. The 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
To throw is Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Come on, let's go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. And, well, that's his 2nd rushing touchdown, 3rd total. He did have the receiving TD earlier.
He creates a matchup nightmare all the time, doesn't he? If you pull everyone in trying to stop him running the ball, split him out or get him out of the backfield and throw the ball to him, he can hurt you either way very, very well.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Wentz to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Taylor to Matthews for the Buffalo first. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Taylor now. Going to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Charles Clay, 32 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's HeHateMe now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. action. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Wentz now to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Wentz, screen pass to Blunt. Right through, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Gets around him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. In motion, the tight end, Clay. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Taylor. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there at 22. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He's back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Wentz to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Back to throw, Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25.